Welcome back, Rainmakers, to the Crypto Rain channel. I'm your host, Jay Murph, and today we're going to talk about some different things, as well as I'm going to open up another rare Season 1 or Series 1 NBA Top Shots pack for those who join me today. We'll go through this together. Now, I bought these like back in September or October, and I had 10 just sitting there, and I opened up two a few days ago, and I still have some more. Opened up a legendary pack just last week. That was my only legendary pack I got. And unfortunately, I don't know tons about the current NBA players. I haven't followed for 25 years. So you might have to fill me in on who these guys are. And I want to tell you what my thoughts are as to what the good picks are upcoming and what to look out for. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get this party started. Join me, Rainmakers. So thanks for joining me, everyone. So filling a little bit of a lull here, and I always checking to see what's going on, and a lull as far as like, well, what is going to happen next? And I'm always trying to figure out what is going to do the best in the next month, 3 months, 6 months, and during this bull run. And so I'm always asking myself those questions. I'm always looking at also what has the potential to do 100x. And I don't always have the answer to that question because it changes fluidly. I'll tell you about some that I liked a week ago, but they've gone up in price tremendously before I did enough research to do a good video on them. So they're not as good of a deal as they were before. I'll still tell you about them. Whether I would pay these prices, I don't know. I'll tell you what I like about them and what I don't like about them. Overall, sometimes when I'm trying to figure out what's done well in the last 7 days, you just come to CoinGecko here and you sort by the last 24 hours or the last 7 days. So in the last 24 hours, Hedera Hashgraph has totally pumped. Hollow Chain, or the hot token, which we did a video on. Harmony, that we did a video on. We haven't done one on Luna. Engine Coin, which we've discussed extensively. Theta Network, which I'm a big fan of. Pundi X, which I hold some of, but I have not followed that in like a year and a half. I just don't know what to think of tokens that have hardware related to them. I just don't have any patterns to go off of. So, but I did buy it in the total bear market when it was dirt cheap, and I've just been holding on to it for forever. And so a list of other ones, but overall things aren't going crazy. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin is continuing its climb upwards, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does a lot of what it's already done here. So if we take this move here, this is a quick and easy way to then get an idea of how big this move might be, and that would take it up to about $74,000 if it follows that same pattern. And so a lot of times as Bitcoin is running, a lot of the altcoins just kind of simmer, but the altcoins where you can get some big bangs out of. So I wouldn't be surprised if this goes up to 75,000 and then kind of pulls back and trades sideways, and when it does that, a lot of these altcoins go crazy. And so what is that? That might happen and be done by, say, the end of March. And so it's what we might be looking for some really big altcoin gains again. So let's look at Bitcoin dominance. This is Bitcoin's dominance versus the whole cryptocurrency market cap. And you see it's been coming up here, and I've been wondering if it would complete this little head and shoulders pattern here. And it looked like it wasn't. Now it's starting to come up here, so maybe it will come up a little bit as it runs up, and then we're going to see this massive rundown. Boom, is my guess. I don't know how far we'll go. We can look to 2017, but it's not a really great estimate because 2017, the altcoin market then was very different from today. Right now, a lot of altcoins, their functionality is being realized, and last market, the only one that had functionality being realized was Ethereum. But you can see actually the BNB token through the Binance Smart Chain, their metrics are fully being realized. And what's crazy is because of that, they've actually taken the number 3 spot with a market cap of $41 billion. And nobody would have guessed that a year ago. So it's just because their token is fully functional and people are buying BNB tokens so that they can do different things on the Binance Smart Chain. And so it's kind of taken Ethereum's function that way at a much cheaper cost. So it's really beat Polkadot and Cardano, which are racing for that. And they're just farther away than the Binance Smart Chain is. So that's why we're seeing those kind of results. All right, so let's look at, here's the two that I've been thinking out that I like a lot. Now, one of them is Sift Chain, or ERON. And ERON meaning this is the Ethereum version of it. It says a circulating supply of 57 million. The total supply of RON is really 1 billion. And so it was trading just recently like 58 cents and it doubled. So at this price, I did buy some more. Do I suggest buying some more? No, it's a high probability that's at a double top here. And so I don't know where this will go. The cool thing about Sift Chain is it's partnered with Thorchain, and in fact the same people that built Thorchain are behind building Sift Chain. And essentially it's like a DEX that you'll be able to trade across different chains with. And what I really like about this is you'll be able to stake RON to provide liquidity. Unlike Ethereum where you have to stake like Ethereum and whatever token, in this case you can actually just stake RON. And you can stake the other thing too, you don't have to, or you can just stake the other token too, and you can become a liquidity provider that way and earn some substantial rewards. So that's why I bought some RON, and it was a really great deal back here, and it was trading sideways for forever, and I just didn't have time to put in the research yet until this weekend. And so I sat down, was putting in the research, and it went absolutely ballistic. So I'm sorry I didn't get this to you sooner. I don't know how great of a deal it is here. I felt like at 50 something cents there was a strong chance that it could 50x or maybe 100x. There are some downsides to their tokenomics, and let me share those with you. Most of what the team allocations and pre-sale and private sale allocations received, which are substantial, will be dropped like 1/12 every month from here, right? So you'll see a lot more flooding into the market quickly. And this is only showing the Ethereum version of it, but there's RON, which is usable on their chain. So they just use the Ethereum side of it for the fundraising. And you can buy this on Uniswap, the ERON. And so you can then send it over to their network, which they do have their beta live. So it is functional and everything. I'm just holding the ERON, and I'll be waiting a little bit longer before I send it over there and stake it and start getting some rewards. So the other one I really, really like also went through a massive price pump, and it's unfortunate because I wanted to get more, but I was waiting to free up some liquidity and other things. So it was trading for 32 cents and has also doubled in just the last few days, and maybe another double top. And then if it retraces, then it will be exciting. But let me share with you, its market cap is basically 370 million, and they do have half of their supply in circulation, which I like. Essentially what it is if you've played a lot of games and you're familiar with Steam, really they're a decentralized competitor to Steam at a lot lower cost for the developers, and so the people that build on this can make a lot more money, as well as my guess is your money won't be trapped like it is in the Steam wallet where you can only spend that money on Steam games. So this will be interoperable with the blockchain. There's a lot of cool things about this, and I think this has a long ways to go overall. This market cap is here. Their biggest competitor, really, that you could compare them to is one that we have been talking about, which is actually in the biggest gainers here, the fastest way, Engine Coin. And so Engine Coin's ranked 50th in the market cap with a market cap of 2.2 billion. And Ultra could get there as well. And so I was really excited about it when that market cap was under 200 million because I thought, well, it'll easily 10x and possibly even 100x. Now it's like, well, it'll easily 5x and possibly 50x. And so I still like it a lot. I just don't love it as much as I did at these prices. But one to check out for yourself. Obviously, none of this financial advice. I'm just an investor myself, and I've only been doing crypto investing for 4 years, so it's not like I've had a lifetime of experience with this. And so I did learn some very valuable lessons I'd like to share with you. I do look at things from an investment standpoint. I've been an investor in real estate and other things for 20 years. And so that's how I tend to approach everything. I'm very patient. I like buying when things are boring and they're not going on with it before you see these massive pumps. When I see these, I kind of evaluate, okay, do I think it's going to keep pumping significantly, or has it had its run? And I don't know with these two, especially with Sift Chain. I'm not sure when their first team allocation and pre-sale allocation will drop, but it might be soon, and if it does, it might bring this price down to a much more attractive buy price. All right, so why don't we get to NBA Top Shots, and I'm going to open up a pack, and so let's go here. Now, help me out because I do not know most of these players. Now, I have not been lucky and gotten a LeBron James common that can come out of here. These are rookie rare packs, so, he's not a rookie. That's not going to happen. But I would love to even get a LeBron James. All right, so let's see what we got here. Woo. Okay, so when opening these, this means that those are all common. So that one's a rare. So I did get 3 rares and the rest commons. Total of 9 cards. So let's just go through these. Jordan McLaughlin. I have no idea who he is. And Patty Mills. Now what I like about this one is there's a lower total supply, under 3,200. This one's almost 4,000. But if you notice in Series 2, the commons have like 30,000 of them produced, which is part of the reason why Series 1 is just so much more expensive. Number 1, it is Series 1, and that usually always does better. But number 2, even the commons are way less. There's just way less of them. So Lonnie Walker, no idea who he is. I apologize for you basketball fans. I know these might even be like big names. I just don't know them. This one only has 2,800 of them. I like that. So Danny Green. And let's open up the other common, because when we open up the rares, it'll actually go in. See, I have no luck with getting LeBron James so far. 0 luck with that. All right. Rare number 107, T.J. Warren. I do not know. Now, a lot of these being rookies, we really don't know how well they'll turn out till probably give them a few years, right? All right. But that one, number 107, a serial number on that. All right. So this one, number 64. I like that, out of 250. So there's only 250 of this. I have no idea even how to say his name. All right, we got one last one. Memphis Grizzlies. Rare number 289, Dylan Brooks. All right. Cool. So, now what we can do is go back and look what these are selling for, because that I can look at from the investment side. I know that side really well. So let's go to moments. And so I do think it sorts them. TJ Warren, he's got a cool name. I'm just going to check out price on here. So I got number 107. And wow, for a common, he must be good. All right. Here we go. This is number 64 serial number. When you really get lucky, you get the same number as their jersey. That would be crazy. Okay, so this one has some value. The lowest ask price is $4,000. Let's see. Some have sold just above $4,000. And it looks like serial numbers within the range that I have. And this is when they sold. So a bunch of sales in late February, have you noticed? And then some of them, especially the commons, a lot have been selling, March 9th through today even. But there was a lot of these rare sales that happened around this time frame. All right, so not bad on that one. All right. Oh, that's the only rookie one. I'm looking for my rares. Oh, that's why the T.J. Warren is worth so much, because that's a rare. Here's my other rare. that I got 40 available. Now I've got 289 out of 299 as far as the serial number. Okay, so the lowest ask price on this is 619. Not bad. Okay, recent sale history, the serial number one, those always go for a ton, right? And looks like this person flipped it. They bought it for $2,500 back on January 24th, and they turned around and flipped it for $37.50. So congratulations to James Softon. What a nice flip there. Good work. All right, guys. Overall, I want to thank you for joining me. We're getting close to 7,500 subscribers. That's awesome. Rainmakers, thank you for helping out the new people who are, watching these videos, and then they look at the chat and there's some impersonators that impersonate me. Try to get them to call a WhatsApp number. That is not me. The only place I will ever give you is my Twitter account. In fact, my Twitter is right here, and it's at CryptoRain with a capital C, capital R, and two N's at the end because at CryptoRain was taken. Bummer. So that's where you can reach me, and it looks like this. So anyway, I don't check Twitter all the time, but that's the only contact information I do give out. So, yeah. Thank you, Rainmakers, for helping me out with just the newbies that don't know, they're brand new to this. I don't want them to get scammed. Also, be cautious on any of the ads that run during this. I have no control over that, and I have heard that there are some scam ads that run. Now, I pay the $10 a month with YouTube, so I don't ever have to see ads because I do some of my researches through YouTube, right? So when there's something I want to learn about, I just pull up some YouTube videos and I learn about it, and then I jump to the internet and secondarily supplement it with that as well. And so if you're watching a lot of YouTube, I mean, really, isn't it worth the $10 a month so you don't ever have to see ads? Because I don't know about you, I'm very cautious with my time and where I spend my time. And I don't have time to sit there through 20-second ads, 15-second ads, 5-second ads, even if they let me skip through it. I just don't have time for that. I just want to get the information. So, with that said, guys, until next time, we will see you later.